I also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today we'll be doing our grade 5 English lesson on reasons and opinions. Reasons and support. So before we go on to our lesson on reasons and support, we're going to log into aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca, you're going to go to the subject of language arts, grade 5. Once you selected the subject of language art, grade 5, and then we're going to scroll down and select the subject or the chapter of reasons and support. So our chapter is reasons and support. All right. So our chapter is reasons and support. Our subject is English, which is language arts. Grade 5. And the lessons that we are going to be focusing on under the chapter of reasons and support is to choose reasons to support an opinion, to identify supporting details in literary texts, and to identify supporting details in information texts. And we said our chapter is reasons and support. All right. So when you write, then it's helpful to give reasons to support your opinion, right? Remember, when it comes to facts and opinion, right? Facts are things that it's evidence, right? It's like you also have specific evidence to show that this specific thing is a fact, right? Whatever that I'm saying, it's facts, right? But then when it comes to opinions, right? Opinions is basically your own, how you feel about something. It's your own answer as to basically your view on something, right? And when you write, then it is helpful to also give reasons to support your opinion. So you need to basically tell us why you are saying whatever that you are saying. And the reason why you need to give reasons to support your answer, your opinion, right? Because opinions, it's basically something that you believe, that you think, or that you feel is correct. And usually with opinions, if this is how I feel, right, this is what I think about something, then it is correct. So when you write, then it is helpful to give reasons to support your opinion, because an opinion is something that you believe, think, or feel. And good reasons should explain why you believe, think, or feel the way you do, right? So if you give a very good reason as to why you feel like this, or why you feel strongly about something, why you believe whatever that you're saying, and why you think that whatever you are saying is correct or even important. So, good reasons should explain why you believe, you think, or you feel the way you do. Why you believe, think, or feel that something is correct or true. And for example, an opinion, right? Sam's parents should let him get a dog. So Sam's parents should let him get a dog, right? So that is someone's opinion. Someone's opinion is where they are saying that Sam's parents should let him get a dog. So now, when you say something like Sam's parents should let him get a dog, then you need to give good reasons to support why you are saying whatever that you are saying. Because, firstly, if we look at, for example, a dog, right? A dog is a pet. And when it comes to having a pet, right, then usually pets are very friendly. So, which means that the fact that Sam's parents should let him get a dog, right, then you need to give reasons as to why he needs to get a dog. One of it being that a pet would be a friend of Sam. Maybe he doesn't have much friends. And this explains why the writer believes that Sam should be allowed to get a dog. So the reason supports their opinion. So this would really explain why the writer believes that Sam should be allowed to get a dog. So the reason supports the opinion. All right. For example, also. So, firstly, the first reason, let's say that's the reason number one. A pet would be a friend to Sam. Let's go to number two. It can cost a lot of money to take care or to keep a dog. For example, this explains why Sam should not be allowed to get a dog. So some people are saying he shouldn't get a dog because it takes a lot of money to keep a dog. So which means that another reason is that it costs a lot of money, and some people feel that he should not be allowed to get a dog because of the financial expense, right? Another reason why Sam's parents should let him get a dog. This only tells readers something about dogs. It does not explain why Sam should be allowed to get one. So this reason also does not support the opinion, right? So we were supposed to see which word basically is being used to support someone's opinion. All right. So when it comes to reasons and support, right? We said you need to write. When you write, it is helpful to give your support and your answers, right? And we specifically not just talking about, for example, in your workplace. It can be anywhere, in at your workplace, at school, right? But whatever opinion you give based on what you believe, what you think, and what you feel. Yeah, so just thank the person. State your opinion as to why, or state your reasons as to why you give a certain opinion. And we mentioned that Sam's parent should let him get a dog, and I literally feel only the first response, which says that a pet would be a friend for Sam. All right. And we are doing our tutorial lesson on aplusstudents.ca. So let us go to aplusstudents.ca. And we're going to the first lesson, which is to choose reasons to support an opinion, right? And we did say that when you write, it is helpful to give reasons to support your opinions. And an opinion is something you believe, think, or feel. And good reasons should explain why you believe, think, or feel the way you do. All right. So we said that when you write, then it is helpful to give reasons to support your opinion. And an opinion is something that you believe in, that you think, or that you feel. And good reasons should explain why you believe, think, or feel the way that they do, or that you do, right? And remember, when it comes to opinions, right, a lot of people are always willing and able to give everybody an opinion, right? Hmm. All right, so now we're going to look at this little activity. It says, read the opinion below. It says, libraries are useful. Select the reason that best supports this opinion. Is it libraries loan books, magazines, and movies for free to anyone with a library card? Oh, so not only do they now have library cards only, but if you have a card, then you can download movies for free or watch movies for free to anyone with a, basically, let's say at the library. So anybody with a clinic card, they can come and watch movies for free at the library. All right. So we see that libraries, they loan books, magazines, and movies for free to anyone with a library card. So all you need to have is have a library card, and then you may go to the specific library of your choice in your area, and then loan books, magazines, and movies will basically be playing for free to anybody with a library card. All right, let's go down. Okay, here it says buying name brand products is not worth the extra money. Remember when this is not my opinion about name brands, right? I always say when it comes to name brands, if you can afford it, then by all means buy it, right? But buying name brand products, it's not worth it if you cannot afford it and we need to take out a loan, right? So we're gonna have to now select the reason like that best supports this opinion about buying name brand products is not worth the extra money. All right. So buying name brands products is not worth the extra money, but also, like we said, it's either if you have money, then by all means go ahead and buy name brands, or we can say that the quality of off-brand products is often just as good as the name brand products. So nowadays they're saying that even the shoes that are not name brand, right? Lately their quality is as good as that name brand product, something that you paid, let's say, 2000 rand for, yet you can get it for cheaper, right? All right, so we say that the quality of off-brand products is often just as good as that of name brand products, right? All right. So drinking energy drinks is a bad idea. So drinking energy drinks is a bad idea. So they're saying, so the opinion of someone says, is drinking energy drinks is a bad idea. That is someone's opinion, right? And if we look at the response of that opinion, it says that drinking energy drinks can make it hard for you to fall asleep, right? Because you are drinking the energy drinks to basically keep you up. All right. So we say that someone's opinion out there is that drinking energy drinks is bad idea, whereas drinking energy drinks can make it hard for you to fall asleep. You must understand some people fall asleep immediately, other people take very long to fall asleep, right? So that can be a response to someone's opinion that drinking energy drinks can also be bad for your health. It can be hard for you to fall asleep, right? It's like your body is hyped up. So those can be all the effects of thing, right? All right. So we're going to look at certain opinions, right, in the test. And then we're also going to look at the support, like the supporting answers based on that, right? So, for example, it says people should never kill spiders. You're going to select the reason now that best supports this opinion. For example, some spiders, such as the black widow spiders, are poisonous and can harm people. Or we can say that spiders eat other unwelcome bugs like flies and mosquitoes. All right. So if we look at the opinion, right, or as to people should never kill spiders, a reason that best supports this opinion, right, as to why people should never kill spiders is because spiders they eat other unwelcome bugs like flies and mosquitoes. Okay. Advertising is harmful to people. So if you're advertising things, then they're saying it is very harmful to people. So advertising is harmful to others. And if we look at the options, right, the first option says advertising helps people to learn about new products. And the second one says advertising often makes people spend money on things they don't need. So we need to advertise, or we need to say why advertising is harmful to people. All right. So we see that advertising is harmful to people. And if we look at the options, it says advertising helps people learn about new products, which is true. And also, advertising often makes people spend money on things they don't need, which is also true. People must also understand that advertising companies, right, are there to make money, right? Sometimes it's about awareness, whereas some people do not even understand the definition of awareness. And advertising often makes people spend more money on things they don't need, right? So that is why we say advertising is harmful to people. So we just feel like advertising it helps people to learn about new products. Oh, so in this case, they're saying that advertising often makes people spend money on things they don't need. But remember, guys, that is basically how it is. Even on Black Friday, right? So on Black Friday, it is as if people are having all these markdown items or yeah, markdown items, but it is basically just a way for people to spend money. So we need to read the opinion below. All right. So we say that I would be wonderful. It would be wonderful to be a highly gifted child. We need to select the reason that best supports this opinion. Highly gifted children are often praised to their talents and even become famous. So it would be wonderful to be a highly gifted child. We need to select the reason that best supports this opinion. The first option says that highly gifted children often praised for their talents and can even become better or become famous, whereas highly gifted children may experience enormous pressure to succeed in life. All right, so the opinion is it would be wonderful to be a highly gifted child. So we need to select the reason that best supports this opinion, right? Do we say highly gifted children are often praised for their talent and can become friends? Or do we say highly gifted children may experience enormous pressure to succeed in life? All right. We can say either highly gifted children may experience enormous pressure to succeed in life, because here it says we need to give a reason as to that base supports this opinion as to it would be wonderful to be a highly gifted child. So we're gonna go with the first option because highly gifted children are often praised for their talents and can even become famous. All right. All right. So electronics, right? Electronic voting machines are better than paper-based votings. So the opinion of someone is saying that if you vote and you're using the paper system, right? Using a machine is way better than the paper system when either applying for somebody online. So electronic voting, this is not for voting for to be the president or the new ministers. So it says electronic voting machines are better than paper-based logging because immediately it will be automated and it will pick up whatever that you or whoever that you voted for. All right. So electronic voting machines are better than paper-based voting machines or voting. So which means that if we look at this opinion, it says you must be at least 18 years to vote in any election, which is true, or electronic voting machines report voting results faster, yes, than paper-based voting, does. So well done. So we said that, oh, we're going to the next one that says you don't need expensive footwear to be good at running. So you don't need expensive footwear to be good at running. We need to select the reason that best supports his opinion. So you don't need expensive footwear to be good at running, right? And if we give a reason to best support our opinion, then we can say some people drink special shakes or follow certain eating plans to improve their athletic performance, or members of the tribe in Mexico, some of the world's best runners wear simple sandals. So, do we say that some people drink special shakes or follow certain eating plans to improve their authentic performance? Or members of the tribe in Mexico, some of the world's best runners wear simple sandals. All right. So the responses are some people drink special shakes, certain eat plan to improve their athletic performance, and yet is members of the tribe in Mexico, some of the world's best runners wear simple sandals. Let's go with that one. Ah, that is correct. Usually people with money, all they do is they wear sandals that looks like cheap, simple sandals. All right, we're going to identify supporting details in a literary text. So basically, when you make a statement about the literary text, then you should include details from the text to support your statement. And these details are sometimes called evidence. So when you make a statement about a text, right, then you should include details from the text to support your statement. These details are sometimes called evidence. All right. So, for example, right, this is now when you make a statement about the literary text, you should include details from the text to support your statement. These details are sometimes called evidence, right? If you make, for example, if you make a statement about a character's feelings, you can support it with a detail. So, a detailed description of of the text. Chad was excited for his guests to arrive for his birthday party. And Chad couldn't sit still. He kept getting up to check for new guests. So it means that he was excited. He wanted to know when are the guests coming so I can blow my candles. Yeah, and go home. All right. So when someone keeps checking for guests, it shows that they are probably excited, which I just mentioned. The reason why Chad is mentioning all of these is because he's excited because it's his birthday and people are coming over to celebrate his birthday with him, right? Which means that this is a detailed statement of how people are respected, right? Because also, if we go back to the, sorry, so the details to support, it means that when someone keeps checking for guests, getting up and checking for guests, then it means that they are probably excited, right? So this is basically why when you're making a literary text, details needs to be supported from the text to support your statements. It's like evidence. It says here, Ruby's Magic Madness was closed the next day. Instead of performing, Ruby put her elbows on the back of the sofa and sighed heavily and watched the clouds drift past the window. Oscar put his elbow on the soft sofa too, and he watched Ruby and sighed too. Just when Ruby thought she'd never do magic again, she had an idea. What? She had an idea, a great idea. So now it says that this following text is about a young magician named Ruby and a little brother. We need to select the details that best shows Oscar admires his big sister. And what shows that Oscar admires his big sister a lot, they said it's when Ruby put her elbows on the back of the sofa, then Oscar did the same thing. When Ruby sighed, then Oscar also sighed with his favorite sister. All right, now we're going to our text. We are going to identify supporting details in a literary text, right? It says select the detail that best shows grandfather's scarecrow costume looks real. So little Willie lived with his grandfather on a small potato farm in Wyoming. It was hard work. It was hard work, sorry, living on a potato farm. And it was also a lot of fun. Like the time grandfather dressed up as the scarecrow out in the garden. It took little Willie an hour to catch on. Boy, did they laugh. Grandfather laughed so hard he cried, and that is by John Reynolds. So we need to select the details that best shows grandfather's scarecrow costume looks real. So we need to give details as to why grandfather's scarecrow costume looks real. Is it because it took little Willie an hour to catch on, or grandfather dressed up as a scarecrow? Let's go with grandfather dressed up as a scarecrow. Ah, so the reason why it looked real is because little Willie couldn't understand that that is grandfather. So he thought it's an actual scarecrow. That is why it looks real. Judy was in the other fourth grade class, so I didn't see too much of her. When I did, I figured I had to make the most of it. That's why I held open the door for her. As usual, she ignored me. I didn't care for 1 second. She was inches away. Heaven was a trainload of those seconds. So now we need to select the detail that best shows Judy does not seem to care about the narrator one way or the other. If we look at the two options, the first one says, as usual, she ignored me, or for one, she was inches away. Let's go with the ignoring. All right, so she ignored him, right? And the following text describes Alice falling down a rabbit hole into Wonderland. We need to select the detail that best shows Alice does not think she will return home that night. All right, so now we need to look at the details that best shows Alice does not think she will return home that night. Is it dinner miss me very much tonight, I should think, or I wish you were down here with me? It says we need to select the detail that best shows Alice does not think she will return home that night. All right, so it says down, down, down. There was nothing else to do. So Alice soon began talking again. Dinner miss me very much tonight. I should think Dinner was the cat. Dinner, my dear, I wish you were down here with me. So something that shows that Dinner maybe will not or does not think that she will return is the one that says, I wish you were down here with me. Oh, oh, so she assumes or she thinks that the cat is also missing her, right? All right. Now we're going to identify supporting details in information texts, right? And when you make a statement in writing, you should include details like facts or quotations, right? To support your statement. These details are sometimes called evidence. Remember, we said that with evidence, right, it is where you, whatever facts that you're writing down need to be supported by evidence, right? Because facts are things that are true, right? But in order for us to verify if it's true, you need to also provide evidence. Then we have opinion, right, which is basically your own beliefs, it's your own feelings and your own thoughts about something or things that is happening, let's say, for example, in the world, in the country, in the city, right? So the details and quotations that you find, right, like facts and quotations, we call these evidence. You can find evidence when you read about the topic. For example, if you make a statement about a person from history, you can support it with a detail. For example, statement, the jazz singer Ella Fitzgerald is still admired today. And the details about that is in 2007, the United States Postman made a special Ella Fitzgerald postage stamps. All right. So only people who are admired get put on postage stamps. So when it comes to postage stamps, right, we don't even really use it anymore, right? Yes, people still post a lot of things, but nowadays with social media, WhatsApp, our cell phones that can scanning info that we have on our laptops and so on. Nobody, for example, or let's say less people, they for example, collects postage stamps or get postage stamps, right? Because you can literally send anything via WhatsApp or email that is basically planted on the phones. All right, so this is now the end of our lesson on reasons and support, right? And we see that with reasons and support, we have facts and we have opinions, right? With facts, facts needs to be supported with evidence. So if you say that something is true, then you need to have evidence that basically shows the claim. And then also when it comes to opinions, opinions is what you think, believe, or what you feel is correct, right? And we say that when it comes to, for example, stating opinions, there needs to be reasons and support as to why you are saying whatever you're saying, right? All right, so that is now the end of our lesson. Thank you very much, grade 5, for joining the class, and I really hope you're going to have a good day further. Goodbye.